How's it going? I'm Sam from Gazelle Sports, here to talk about the latest and greatest from Nike, the Epic React Flyknit. Alright, so Nike's new Epic React Flyknit is their first foray into the world of high cushion and high response running shoes. The Epic React is a result of about 4 years in the Nike labs of experimenting and testing in a new proprietary foam. And so this is Nike's new go-to high premium neutral cushioning running shoe, which is a mouthful. But premium, breaking it down a little bit, premium just means that it's using the best possible materials that Nike has to offer, and it's in that higher cushion category. Neutral, meaning that it's not going to interfere with your body's natural biomechanics. It's going to allow your foot to move the way that it's going to move and just add cushioning. So a lot of people have been wondering how this shoe fits into the running lineup for Nike, and essentially it's a shoe to replace this, which is the Lunar Epic Flyknit Low 2, which was Nike's second version of the Lunar Epic, and the Low version, which again features very similar features such as the Flyknit upper and then the Lunar outsole. The biggest thing that sets the Epic React apart is, again, that new proprietary midsole, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But again, they save a little bit of weight, they add more responsiveness, and the durability of this shoe is supposed to be a lot greater. So it's going to be a response to a lot of the other shoes that have been hitting the market within the last few years, such as Adidas Ultra Boost, the Saucony Freedom and Triumph, and many others. So this is Nike, again, this is their first foray into that brand new category. All right, so let's talk about the shoe's construction. From the top down, starting up here, we have the full one-piece Flyknit upper, which again is nothing new from Nike. We've seen this on many shoes before, like the Lunar Epic Low and shoes such as the Free Run Flyknits as well. But I would say that the upper on this shoe is much thinner than the Lunar Epic, more reminiscent of that Free Run Flyknit shoe, where it's very, very thin, very flexible, and especially very breathable in the toe box. Moving down the shoe, on the back we have our synthetic heel cap. And so it's not a true heel counter, as it's very, very flexible, but Nike wanted the shoe to hold the heel in very well, so they added in this synthetic suede lining back here, so it does get a nice grip on the heel and keep it locked in place. One of the new things for Nike is, with having such a soft midsole, that they did add this plastic heel cap underneath the heel lining here, so that when your foot is pushing down into the midsole, especially primarily in the heel, you're going to have some nice added stability. And for runners who are striking primarily on the heel, it's just going to give you a little bit better balance and a little more stable feel while you're running in the shoe. But moving into the bread and butter, it's all about the midsole. That's what everybody's talking about. It's Nike's new React foam. It's a synthetic based foam that they introduced last year in basketball and some of their basketball shoes, but it's finally making its way into the running line. So what we're seeing is a full React midsole here, very, very high cushion. The shoe specifically features a 10mm offset, so for those of you interested in running in the shoe, it is going to have a higher, more traditional drop, so you're going to see a little bit more height here than in the forefoot, and then a very, very nice responsive feel. That's the one thing that sets the shoe apart from the rest of the Nike line. It's, for those of you who have run in Lunar foam before, you're really going to experience something completely different when you get into this React foam. It's very, very responsive, very lightweight, and very soft. And then last but not least, looking at the bottom of the shoe, you have your rubberized outsole in the forefoot and in the heel. Nike decided not to go with the full-length outsole because they wanted to save weight. So the rest of the shoe is that exposed React, which while you're wearing these, you will notice that this will start to wear away quickly, but that's not affecting the cushion of the shoe whatsoever. So the question everyone's asking, is React Nike's response to Boost? And while I don't work at Nike, so I don't have the exact answer, I would say that this is probably Nike's way of getting into that Boost-like category. So everyone's comparing their Epic React to the Ultra Boost and the Ultra Boost Uncaged. So let me clarify a few of the major differences that would distinguish the Epic React from something like an Ultra Boost. First off, Ultra Boost Uncaged, which I think is the most similar fit-wise to the Epic React. This shoe clocks in at a full 11 ounces in a men's size 9, whereas the Epic React weighed in at 8.5 ounces in a men's size 10. So significantly lighter weight. And when you're talking long distance running shoes, even ounces can make a huge difference. The other thing is, Ultra Boost features a full-length Continental outsole, so very, very durable. It's going to add a lot of life to the bottom of the shoe and help protect that boost, which can get a little bit fragile when exposed to the ground. And also, Boost is a completely different midsole than React, whereas Boost is that TPU, that thermoplastic polyurethane. React is still a foam-based midsole. So, looking at the shoe, to compare those two in the same time, it would just be to do a disservice to both of the shoes because they are so different. While they look very similar, the construction of Nike, it's very, very similar to what we saw in the Ultra Boost and what we've seen from the Ultra Boost over the last few years. The sensation while wearing the shoe and running in the shoe is completely different. So in order to find that out for yourself and to find out for sure, I would really encourage you to throw the shoes on, give them a try. In my personal opinion, they feel much more runnable than something like the Ultra Boost because you have a whole lot more stability and it's a little bit firmer and more of a responsive ride. So when first sliding the Epic React on, the first thing that you notice is that it's a very, very nice snug fit around the foot. You can see that Nike opted not to have a cage wrap the midfoot, so they compensated by making a tighter weave of that Flyknit, so it still holds the midfoot nice and secure while allowing those toes to be able to flex freely. I did go up a half size from my normal running shoe size in the Epic React because of how snug the fit was, and I found that it is just running a little shorter than what I would expect out of a size 9. For reference, in an Ultra Boost, I am wearing a size 9, so I would not be surprised if most people would have to size a half size to a full size up based on your preferences. Again, the best option is to get the shoes on your feet in a store so that you can figure out what the best fit is for you. Now, the first thing that you notice when you stand up in the shoe is that React cushioning is, in my opinion, a little firmer than what I was anticipating, but it's not necessarily a bad sensation, and the sensation changes completely when you start running in the shoe. You really start to feel that midsole come alive as you start to move a little bit more in the shoe, and that Flyknit upper is just very, very, very comfortable. That heel cap underneath the back of the foot, you don't even notice is there, but it does create a really nice secure feel as you start to run in the shoe. So very comfortable overall, very lightweight, and a nice fit from Nike. All right, if you're interested in trying out the new Epic React Flyknit from Nike, those will be in stores as of today, February 22nd, and online at our website, which I'll link below. We will be having the navy blue and the white launch colorway, so we'll have both available in men's and women's. Thanks for checking out the video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one.